Hello, and welcome to our channel's weekly news update for the week of November 24th through November 30th. Ignore the giant yellow block floating on my artwork. That is a block censoring the art that is coming out later this week, and speaking of the art coming out later this week, we have a very fascinating schedule here for all of you, as I'm sure you can very clearly see. So let's get into talking about it, huh? So, docket for today, we're going to talk about this week's videos, talk a little bit about the Ko-fi, and then, I'm probably going to ramble a little bit because these are more and more every single week becoming sort of just a weekly vlog, like me talking about random life stuff and talking about things with you guys, I don't know. Before we talk about that, though, let me quickly thank our wonderful supporters over on the Ko-fi, Candlecorn, Barbara, and Distretos. Supporter stuff is going to be very important coming the end of this week because a couple of new votes will be going up on the Ko-fi for the Ko-fi supporters. So, if you want to be able to partake in votes that affect the future of this channel, be sure to go and follow me over on my Ko-fi where you can, do those things. And, words. You'll be able to get more detailed information on the results of streams, weekly news, or weekly calendars in advance when I'm able to get them done in advance, and be able to partake in votes that dictate the future of the series, such as what happens in the Ko-fi Weekly Supporter Series update. So, as a quick overview of this week's videos, as you can see, we got the Chants of Sennaar series is going to come to an end, with the last episode going up Sunday, right now, and then on Monday is going to be an art video, which is why the little artist me is there, of me doing art for the Chants of Sennaar series. Then on Tuesday, gearing up for the Halo Wars playthrough, I went and played the new Halo 2 E3 demo that was made publicly available recently. So we'll be able to check that out. And then we're going to be starting the Halo Wars series, which starting next week will be every single day of the week. Outside of that, you can see on, we're going to have Fallout New Vegas on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and we're going to have Death Stranding on Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, Tears of the Kingdom every day of the week, Sunless Sea on Sunless Sundays, Borderlands with Doodlezar on Thursday, and more game dev videos on Saturday. That's the very loose rundown. Now let's get to the more specific rundown. So, November 24th, hopefully the day this is going live, I'm actually recording this like a couple of hours before midnight, so I only have so much time to do retakes of this. But we of course on the 24th have the final episode of Chants of Sennaar, the 45-minute Exile. So, finale of that series coming out. After that, we're going to follow it up with another... Oh, as always, if I don't mention the length of a video, assume it's between 20 and 30 minutes. If I mention the length of the video, it's because it's either longer or shorter. And mentioning longer, we follow up the Chants of Sennaar with an extra long episode of Death Stranding, episode 152, the 54-minute Progress, where we finally start making story progress again. Guys, we're doing it. We're actually doing more quests, more story quests. I'm sorry it took so long. Oh god, I forgot this game had plot. After that, we have episode 353 of Tears of the Kingdom, Promenade, where we go and explore the promenade that it's been oh so long since we visited. And then we cap off this week's Sunless Sunday with episode 58 of Sunless Sea, the 31-minute End of the Keep, which is a eventful episode, to say the least. Moving on to Monday, November 25th, we start off with the Chants of Sennaar art stream, where I make some art to represent Chants of Sennaar. We follow that up with episode... Oh, that's going to be 57 minutes, an extra, because, art videos take longer. We're then going to have an extra long episode of Fallout New Vegas, episode 70, coming in at 45 minutes, Reunited Lovers, where we help reunite two separated lovers. And then we cap off Monday with episode 354 of Tears of the Kingdom, Naedra's Blessing, where we get the blessing of another one of the dragons. Moving on to Tuesday the 26th. We start things off with the Halo E3 demo, having some fun with that. That's then going to get followed up with episode 153 of Death Stranding, doubling back. And then we cap off that day with episode 355 of Tears of the Kingdom, Over and Under. Then, on November 27th, I'm getting all tongue-tied, November 27th, Wednesday, we have the debut of the as voted on by all of you Halo Wars playthrough, with the first episode clocking in at 53 minutes. Set 20 years prior to the events of Combat Evolved, we take control not of a Spartan, but of a commander controlling the Spitfire unit fighting against the Covenant early on in the Covenant Human War. Which, that's a cool fucking piece of lore I didn't really realize. 20 years prior? They've been fighting the Covenant for 20 fucking years. Why were you having such a hard time? Why didn't you technologically advance and catch up to them? Why don't the humans have plasma technology if we've been fighting aliens with plasma technology for 20 years? How the fuck did they not reverse engineer this? I was always kind of under the impression that this war just broke out, like, weeks ago, as of the start of Halo 1. But no, it's been 20 years! Why do we suck? After that, we have episode 28, episode 71 of Fallout New Vegas, Gambling! Yeah! Gambling! Woo! After that, we have episode 356 of Tears of the Kingdom, Fighting Across Necludia, where we fight our way across Necludia. We then move on to Thursday the 28th, starting off with episode 2 of Halo Wars, A Challenge, another extra long episode clocking in at 35 minutes. We then have episode 154 of Death Stranding, Progress Again, where we continue to make the progress that we had already made, but again. Yeah. And then we follow that up with episode 357 of Tears of the Kingdom, back in Kakariko again. And then we cap off the day with episode 9 of Borderlands The Doodle Czar. Might as well call this one Arena. That title will make a lot of sense when you watch the episode. I'm a bitch is the explanation of the answer. Anyway, moving on to Friday the 29th. We have episode 3 of Halo Wars, The Might of the Covenant, followed by episode 72 of New Vegas, Lost in the Pipes. We then have episode 358 of Tears of the Kingdom, Back on Track. And yeah, that's it for Friday. We then cap things off going into our jam-packed Saturdays on the 30th, starting with episode 4 of Halo Wars, Save the Civilians. We then have episode 73 of Fallout New Vegas, The Coyotes, where we hunt down the I don't want to be too specific. We look into the disappearances happening in Vegas. We then have episode 155, Death Stranding, Over the Mountain and Through the Woods. To get shot we go. And that's then followed up with a extra long episode of Tears of the Kingdom, the 40-minute long episode 359, Hyrule Castle, where, oh boy, stuff happens. So the last episode, Back in Track, is about us getting back into the main story, and Hyrule Castle is, the follow-through of that event. But we then cap off the week with the hour-long episode 25 of Marble Island Roll Game Dev, More Jumps, which, God, this gameplay session, or that game design session, really reignited my drive to see Marble Island roll through. I am having a lot of fun developing Marble Island Roll. Yeah. That's all that. So there's our schedule. And, let's talk a little bit about the wonderful Ko-fi and Ko-fi supporters. What? So Ko-fi is linked down below, and as I've stated previously, this helps the channel. You know, every little bit of money helps me out, even if it's not a lot. Like, it helps. It's helping me catch up on rent, and it's helping me put money away to be safe for future events. So thank you again to Candlecorn, Barbara, and Distratos for being supporters. I want to do a lot more with the Ko-fi and reward my Ko-fi supporters in a lot more ways. But that is difficult to do when I'm still just barely able to keep up with the uploads I'm doing in general. I mean, I had to turn I had to turn Shadow Space into a tri-weekly series just because giving up a whole entire day every 2 weeks to do Shadow Space, I just don't have the time to do, sadly. Which is a shame, because I like doing the channel. Hang on, I'm gonna sip my coffee. I like doing things for the YouTube channel, and I like doing things for all of you, and I like doing my tabletop campaigns and designing my game and all of the things I do. And so, for the Ko-fi supporters, I'm planning on having 2 votes go up at the start of next month. The first is going to be the, oh, what game do you want to see me play? Which, by the way, to my supporters who have yet to get a suggestion of a game in, go and get your suggestion of what game you want to see me play, and people who have already suggested games, you still have a chance to change what you're asking me to play. And there's rules about how all of that works explained over on the Ko-fi in the various vote posts. But, yeah. So the 2 votes I'm thinking of putting up, the first is, you know, what game should I play after I beat Halo Wars? I believe last time I checked, the games on the vote were Mass Effect, later Alligator, and there was a third game. Prey just got added. So, you know, those are all very, very fun-looking games. It's funny, the person who suggested Halo Wars, as soon as Halo Wars was announced to win, stopped being a supporter. So you know what? They got what they wanted, and they dipped out, and I'm not upset about that, you know? You are totally free to just support me long enough to get me to play the game you want to see me play. Although, the most energy-efficient way to do that would be to join at one of the really high tiers that gives you the ability to automatically pick a game that I play. But, Words. I don't really script these, and I kind of do them off the cuff in one go, or at least I try to do one go. This is actually the 3rd or 4th go at this, and it is 9:20 p.m., so I don't have a lot of time to record this, but or to re-record this for fuck up. So if I'm getting some fumbles in here, sorry about that. Yeah, just if you support me on Ko-fi, it'll mean a lot to me. I want to put more rewards out for my Ko-fi supporters, but I just don't have the ability to currently. So let's talk a bit about the future of the Ko-fi, and by extension, the future of the channel. So, if I happen to completely run out of Ko-fi supporters, and all the games that were suggested by Ko-fi supporters get beaten, we're gonna just get rid of the Ko-fi supporter game section. But so long as I have one person donating $1 to me monthly, you guys can be assured there's going to be the Ko-fi series. I want to keep the Discord voter series, because it's a good way to directly connect with my community without requiring money from all of you. And I don't think a Discord is too difficult of a barrier to leap to off of YouTube or off of Twitch. I want to do more events with the Discord, but I don't really have the time to do that, which is a shame. Like, I'd love to, on occasion, like, do Discord gaming nights, where I just open up a game, throw an invite code onto the Discord, and when the room fills up, the room fills up. And as long as there's nobody jumping in screaming racial slurs, whoever wants to play a random game with me can. You know, like, I think Among Us would be a perfect thing to stream with that. Actually, I say that, but then you could all stream snipe me. I'd like to do things similar to what streamers like RT Game do, where they get together a server with all of their supporters in Minecraft and just have everybody build something together or do something like that. But that's all stuff that I can't do right now because I don't have the free time because I have to work so much in order to make rent. Which loops us back to the Ko-fi and some of the things that, some of the things that can come from supporting me on the Ko-fi. So I've stated pretty explicitly in a number of places, if we can get to 2,000 dollars donated a month, that will be a comfortable enough financial cushion for me to quit my job and dedicate full time to doing YouTube. And if I'm not making at least $2,000 a month on Ko-fi, then I won't do this full time because it won't necessarily be financially stable. I will always be doing the YouTube channel no matter what. But I'm not gonna hedge my bets and quit my job unless I'm sure it's safe, you know? And I by no means expect us to hit that goal anytime soon if we even ever end up hitting that goal, because that's a very high goal, and I realize that. But even if we don't hit that goal, every dollar donated counts. But if we do hit that goal, I will start a second Ko-fi supporter series. And that's where the second vote I mentioned earlier comes in, where I'm going to start holding a vote at the end of this week, starting next month, that I'm going to call the words. I'm going to call it the 2000 vote. And this is going to be a vote to determine what game I will play when I hit the $2,000 mark in donations. So I'm still playing around with what exactly it is going to be, or what exactly is going to be on that vote. Excuse me. But, like, hang on. Where is it? I've already got a few things typed up. Hang on. There we go, my drafted ones. See, like, on the 2000 vote, I've already put a few options. So, the first option that's going to be on it is just another series voted on by the Ko-fi supporters, just like I'm doing on the pre-existing Ko-fi supporter slot. You know, in this case, like, if we had one right now, I would already be playing the runner-up. I would be playing Halo Wars, as well as, I believe, later Alligator is the runner-up. So, if that won, we would be doing a daily series of Halo Wars, a daily series of later Alligator, a daily series of Zelda, and then Fallout New Vegas and Death Stranding interchangeably day by day, back and forth. So, like, if we get to $2,000, there will just be another playthrough, and that's the first option anyway. The other option is to, instead of having it be a series that is voted on and then I beat the game and then we vote on a new game, to just do an Animal Crossing series. Because that's something I thought would be a fun thing for a while, but I literally don't have the time to dedicate to sit down and play Animal Crossing every day, and that's the issue with a game like Animal Crossing, is if you're going to do an Animal Crossing series, you have to have a free, like, hour every single day to just sit down and play Animal Crossing, which I sadly can't always have. I can't even stream as much as I want to. Then the third option is bring back Two Brothers as a weekly series. So this is the first divergent from the you guys will get another daily series. Two Brothers has basically died because my brother is now a father and I'm working a very busy job in order to afford rent, which means we just aren't able to find the time to record as much as both of us desperately want to. We both really want to finish Detroit Become Human. I want him to finish Outer Wilds, and he wants to finish it. We want to finish the stuff that we started and got you guys invested in, but we just can't find the time. But if I don't have a job anymore, that immediately massively opens up my availability to be able to align better with his availability. And that's the issue right now, is anytime that he would be able to record, I'm at work, pretty much. But with this, we would be able to find more time to record, but I don't want to make it a daily series because we wouldn't be able to get together frequently enough. So the Ko-fi supporters, if you get me to that point, you could directly support me bringing back Two Brothers. So that's one of your options, is that the Two Brothers series will return, and we will play the games that we were trying to play previously, Detroit Become Human, Outer Wilds, and Undertale. Then the next option is an additional weekly game dev series. Now, this is a crazier one. We already have the Saturday game dev series, and this wouldn't be me doing 2 videos, me doing Marble Island Roll. It would be me beginning light pre-development work on a second game. So while Marble Island Roll, the light, fluffy, fun game, is still being made, we would dedicate, say, a Friday block, or whatever day I end up putting it on, dedicate a day to working on the game bible of another game I'd like to make, Magnum Opus. A game that I've talked on and off in a few videos. I don't think they've gone up yet, but it's another game idea I want to make. And then the last one is a weekly You Laugh, You Lose series. I love You Laugh, You Lose videos. I love meme compilation videos. I love the memes that people send me. I love the memes that my friends send me. And I like kind of politely playing along with You Laugh, You Lose stuff. And I think it would be very fun to do You Laugh, You Lose content if I had the time to do it. And if that's something you would all want to see, I want that to be one of the options that is available to all of you to pick as a series I do. If I did this, I would invest the money into getting a face cam, which means you'd all be able to see my face. And I would create a channel on the Discord where people would be able to submit videos that they would want to see me do You Laugh, You Loses too. And I'd set it up so that, like, excuse me, like, everybody could submit, like, everybody on the Discord could submit, like, 1 video a week, maybe 2 videos a week, depending on how many people are submitting. And Ko-fi supporters would be able to directly send to me links to the Ko-fi for videos they want to see me do in the You Laugh, You Lose stuff. You know, it'd be simple enough. If I laugh, I lose, the video ends. But if I make it to the end of all the videos that all my supporters sent me without cracking a smile and laughing, then the video keeps going. You know, it's just goofy fun times. Just goofy fun times watching memes. Those are just a few of the ideas I have jotted down right now. I have more time to come up with other ideas, and you know, if there is something you would want to see me do, like a type of series or a playthrough or something you think would be a good option, you know, support me on Ko-fi, give me suggestions, or hey, even give me a suggestion just below this video. I'm open to whatever ideas I want. I don't want there to be a pay barrier behind being able to determine things on this channel. You know, I want all of my viewers to have some hand in dictating what happens to this channel, you know? Yeah. God, I love the Outer Wilds music. You know, I've said it before, but like, to the people who watch my videos, and like, especially the people who have been willing to sit through 20 minutes of me rambling about the videos that are coming out later this week, Jesus Christ, you clearly have a high amount of appreciation for my channel if you're still listening right now. And this is the point where we get to this being less of a news update and more of a light vlog. But, things have been stressful. November has not been a relaxing month for me. It's been the worst month all year, I'd wager. I've had a very, very, very bad month so far. But I'm trying to make things better. I'm now seeing a therapist to help me with a lot of difficulties I've been struggling with, which is a thing that I think more people should be willing to get and more people should be open about, which is why I'm being open about the fact that I'm seeing one right now, because there's no shame in seeing a therapist. It's just a doctor for your brain. I think more people would benefit from seeing therapists, and I've wanted to see a therapist for a number of years now. But I'm finally at a point where I have a healthcare plan that will provide for me to see a psychiatrist or a therapist, whatever the word is, a therapist. And like, I thoroughly believe it'll help me with a number of things. And like, I'm gonna be honest, I've had to cancel streams because I've just been like getting home and I'm so exhausted from stress that I can't even like open my computer because I'm just so exhausted and depressed and anxious. You know, I've been not having a great time. But this channel does genuinely help comfort me and help me relax and recenter myself and just compose in a lot of ways. I don't know. I'm very tired and I gotta go record Halo Wars after this. I've been chugging coffee. I've not been sleeping good lately. Daylight savings always wreaks havoc on my sleep schedule. Because, you know, spring forward, fall back. Oh, we just fell back, so now it feels like I'm losing an hour in every day. Just because, like, I don't know. That's just been adding on to my stress, and, like, I don't know. I have a lot of things that I want to do on this channel, like, super fucking bad, and it's just, I need to find the time for it. I need to find the time for it, but I can't, and, like, I can't cut out work hours because I need to pay rent, and I can't cut out time with friends because I'm already kind of neglecting my friendships, which isn't okay. I'm doing that thing that I said I didn't want to do a while ago when we began this channel change, but I know that will get better as soon as we beat either Death Stranding or Fallout New Vegas or Zelda, because that will open up my schedule just that smidgen more I need to go back to spending the amount of time I want to spend with my friends. Because, like, Jess will be uploading the same amount of videos every day, 3 videos a day, plus a couple bonus videos. But the difference will be is how far those videos will go. Like, the hardest part of a stream is setting up a game change, going from streaming one game to streaming another game. That actually, like, eats up a significant piece of time doing that. Just because I have to go through a whole gear shift and move things around, and there's just a lot of little dumb elements into it that make that take a while. So if there was less games I had to play, but for the same amount of time, it would make my recording more streamlined and allow me to get more done at once, you know what I mean? Yeah. God, this music is like a lullaby when you're tired like I am. Like, I have so many projects floating in my head that I want to try and invest time into for you guys. Like, I mentioned I want to work on a second game. Magnum Opus is just the first idea I had. I'm also debating trying to speak with a couple friends of mine about working on a visual novel dating sim game that is based off a very funny in-joke a few of my friends had a while ago, where we talked about the concept of, like, a magical boy anime, where, like, it's like magical girl anime, but the main character is a young boy, and the whole bit is he's the only boy with magical powers in this world, and, like, humor ensuing from there. But that's idea of all, part of that idea was like, oh, what if all of the other women wanted to date him because they believed they could have stronger magical children, but he's asexual, and that'd be a whole funny thing. And from this has sort of developed over the years this idea of, like, within my head and the head of a couple other friends, that would actually make a very fucking good visual novel dating sim game premise is just, you are a magical boy in the world of magical girls. And like that's something I'd want to make. And I have other projects I would want to do, and like I want to actually have an editor. Like, I have a few friends who are volunteering time to edit videos and work on them, but like that takes a while, and I wish I could just throw money at them to let them do that full time. But I don't have money to throw at them. And I would love to hire editors in order to get you guys out more interesting content that would require an editor. Because I have things that I would love to do, but I cannot reasonably do on my end. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have what I need for it to be, like, the way I'd want it. Like, I don't know, there's a lot that I want to do with this channel. I'm rambling because I'm tired and I need to just get this up, this video. So the first one I had an issue getting something up. Love all you very, very much. Sorry for the whole tangent. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Love you all very, very much, and ta-ta for now. Ooh.